Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashonda Renee, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm showing you how to prepare green beans for a large crowd. In this video, I'm using canned green beans, but they are absolutely delicious. And if you would like to see how I do it, please stay tuned. All right, for this recipe, I'm going to use 3 large cans of green beans, and I'm also going to use some smoked meat. I'm using smoked turkey, and my favorite smoked turkey is turkey tails, so I'm using turkey tails. You can use whatever smoked meat you choose. You can use smoked turkey, wings, tails, legs. You can use pork, whatever your favorite is. Just as long as it's smoked, you'll be fine. So to get started, you're going to boil your smoked meat over a medium-high heat in a large pot. I'm using a large stock pot. You want to boil your smoked meat for about 25 to 30 minutes before adding your cans of green beans. Before adding your green beans to the pot, be sure to drain the liquid out of the cans. You do not want that green bean water going into your pot of green beans. You're creating your own juice with your own seasonings, and trust me, you do not want that water in your pot. Now, once you have your green beans in the pot, you can go ahead at that time and add some chicken stock or chicken broth to the pot, and then you're gonna begin to season your beans. To get started seasoning your green beans, you're just gonna use some basic seasonings. So to get started, you're going to need garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt, and chicken bouillon. And it may look like I'm using a lot of seasoning, and that's because I am. In order to season this amount of green beans, you cannot be afraid to put the seasonings in the pot. You have to season the green beans. If you don't, they're going to taste like you just open the can of green beans, put them in some water, and boil them. And y'all know exactly what I mean. We've all had green beans that taste like you just opened the can and heated them up. That's what you're going to get if you do not season your green beans well. Trust me, you definitely want to season your green beans. Now, you may not want to use a lot of salt. Well, you don't want to use a lot of salt because you already have the smoked meat in the pot. Anytime you're using smoked meat, that's going to give you a high sodium content, so you do not need a lot of salt. All right, so once you have your seasoning in the pot, you want to make sure your green beans are covered in the liquid. Now, I know some people don't like to submerge their beans in the liquid. I do. I like to cook mine where they're completely in the liquid. That juice is what's gonna make them pick up the flavor of the smoked meat, and that's what you're trying to do. So next, what you're gonna do is bring your green beans to a low boil. You do not want to boil the green beans on high. The higher you cook the green beans, the more likely they are to split, and you do not want your green beans to split. After about 30 minutes of a low to medium boil, you want to go ahead at that point and add your onion to the pot. Now, this part can be a little controversial. So, a lot of people like to cook their green beans with the onion from the beginning. However, I do not. If you start out cooking the onion in the beginning, those onions are going to be complete mush and they're going to disappear in the pot. If you wait until the green beans have cooked for about 30 to 35 minutes, your onions will be perfectly cooked. They won't be mushy. If you want to eat them, you can. It just looks better and it tastes better to me. They're still going to have the flavor of the onion. Remember, you did use onion powder to season in the beginning, and they still have quite a bit of cook time left once you add the onion after the 30-minute mark. Two more things. Yes, you did see me add the onion whole. I do not cut my onion up when I put it in my pot of green beans. I just prefer not to have onion throughout the green beans. I just want the onion flavor in the green beans. Then two, the second thing, you see me putting green beans from one smaller pot into the larger pot, and that's because my stock pot was not big enough to cook 3 full cans of green beans. And if you have to do that, that's totally fine. I did season the smaller pot with the exact same basic seasonings that I used in the beginning of the video. So once you've cooked the green beans for a total of about 50 to 55 minutes, what you're going to do is go ahead and add either some ground red pepper or some crushed red pepper flakes. I do prefer to use ground red pepper, but I just didn't happen to have any this day. Either or will do. It's just a preference whether you want to see the red pepper flakes or not. So I also tasted my green beans at this point so that I could taste and see if I needed to adjust the seasonings, and I did. I used the exact same seasonings that I used in the beginning of the video. I also added some Cajun seasoning. I didn't add a lot, but I just wanted to add a little kick to my green beans. And that part is totally optional. That's just the way my family likes them. If you don't like spicy, or if you don't like to have a little kick, you do not have to add the Cajun seasoning. Now look at that pot of green beans. Y'all remember Auntie Fee said cheese all through the bit? Baby, seasoning all through the pot. Okay, y'all see that seasoning? These green beans are the ones you need on your table whenever you're having a large gathering. Trust me. Be sure to check out the description box. I'll have everything I used and the measurements listed down there. Definitely give these green beans a try. I know if you make them, you're going to enjoy them. And if you have not already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.